Hi guys, this is Londa and I have a quick and simple way of making the Kentucky rum cake, butter rum cake. So I'm going to be using this pound cake mix as my cake, and I'm going to be making the glaze separately. And we're going to see how this thing going to come together. All right, so I'm going to show you the cake that I have in the bowl. So this is the cake mix in the bowl. I was chopping up the big clumps out of it, making sure it's a little fine before I put my ingredients in. And the ingredients that I'm putting in is the ingredients from the box. It's just say 2/3 milk or water, but I'm going to be using milk. It says a half a stick of butter and 2 eggs. Then I'm just going to follow the instructions on 1, 2, and 3. That's it. So let's put this thing together. Okay, so I have my cup of milk. Well, actually, it's a little bit more than a cup. It's 2/3 milk. I melted the butter in the pan. In fact, let me just show you guys that. It's hot. I just took it out the oven. So this is my blunt cake pan, and this is the butter I have in it. I did brush the butter around the top and on the sides there, to get a nice coating. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna finish chopping this up. The butter is nice melted. I know some people make their cakes from scratch, but I just don't have the time. I don't. And I'm not that good with that flour and the baking soda and all that either. So I need quick, simple, easy ways to make good recipes. So what I'm going to do is, let me pour, before I pour that butter in, I'm going to pour my milk in. Pour my milk in. Okay. Then I want to just pour this butter right on in there, right after it. Okay. I also going to flour this pan. I know it's supposed to be non-stick, but me and my luck with cake pans, it always sticks. So I always flour it. I flour it up. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. Also with this cake, I think I showed you the box. I need 2 eggs. I don't know if you guys could see it because my angle is horrible. This sideways, right? 2 eggs. Okay. That was my daughter's fat hands. Don't mind her. She's semi-shy. Okay. Crack 2 eggs in there. Okay. All right, and I'm going to mix this up. So now we're going to blend this cake up. I'm going to start it off so it won't go all over the place. Really quick, guys, I wanted to share with you, when you're working with a small bowl, don't have a lot of space, you gotta scrape and make sure that all your mix is off the sides so the cake can mix well, and even the bottom. But I should have used a bigger bowl, a bigger and deeper bowl. But I just wanted to share that with you. So if you do decide to make this cake, just make sure that you're using a big enough bowl, not this small one that I have. Okay, so at this point, the original recipe, you would put that rum extract in this. I'm not going to put that in here because children is going to eat this cake. But hold on one second. I am going to use, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I just move this back. I am going to use, this might be backwards, vanilla extract. I'm going to use that. Always shake mine up a little, just in case it settles. And I'm not going to use that much, just a capful. Matter of fact, maybe two. 2 caps. Okay, and I'm going to blend that in there. I want to pause the video because this gets messy. And I'm mixing on one. Okay, so now our cake is all ready for the pan. But before I pour this in, I have to put the flour in my pan. I always like to taste the cake mix. Oh, wow, that's good. Okay. So we're done with this blender, hand blender. And I'm just going to flour my cake pan, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you how I floured my pan. What if I just turn it this way? I just spreaded it, took the little spoon and did it all the way around. Actually, it has a lot of excess flour. Make sure some of the top has it. And with all this extra flour, I just dump it.
Ladies, if your man want to get bucked wild.
Yeah. Sometimes gotta tap it a little bit. Because with this cake pan, as you see at the bottom, got a lot of corners and stuff. So sometimes I gotta tap it a little bit to get it all out.
If you mess up,
Because you don't need all of that. So, okay. I know it's kind of big, right? So what I'm going to do now is just pour it in. Pour the cake right on in. Okay.
It's yours.
Try to get it all in there.
wait, yeah.
No, it's not.
So why would you ask a dumb question?
It's a test.
Boy, bye.
Okay. Hold on and get my little what is that? Hold on, I just want to get a spoon. Got some at the top there. Hold on, I just want to get a spoon to scoop some of the rest of it out. Jeanette, come here.
Honey.
Okay. Had to grab a spoon real quick. And I just want to scoop it on down in there. And let's usually put it on one end. So I don't want to make a mess. You know, because it is late. It's like 10 o'clock. And hold on. I'm getting tired. I had to work today. I guess COVID is over. So the roads now here in New Jersey is getting crazy again in the morning. Everybody is back to their old hustles. Hustling, flowing in the morning. I don't know if it's like that where you guys are. But here it is. Back to the traffic. Okay. I just want to try to scoop as much as this out. I think we good. So, being that I'm using this this type of cake pan, what I'm going to do is just let it go rinse that out. Really quickly. Rinse my hands. Grab a paper towel real quick. Okay. So now what I like to do is wiggle this around a little bit. Make sure it's no air bubbles. Make sure the cake is settling and all these little crannies, nooks and crannies at the bottom. So it should be cool. So what the box says, okay, my oven is already preheated to 350. Okay, I'm looking for the baking time. Okay, it's on the side. So being that we're cooking it in this bake pan, it has to cook for 38 to 43 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to throw this in the oven for that time frame, and then we're going to come back and see how it looks in about 40 minutes. So stay tuned.
79.
Hey guys,
And remember,
I have to show you this cake. Sneak peek. Look at that. Looking and smelling delicious. Can't wait. So guys, this is the cake out the oven. I poked a lot of holes in it. And just trying to get it ready for the glaze that goes inside of it. So that's why I poked the holes in. I'm going to make the glaze. And, well, it got to cool a little bit more. So once it cools some more, then I can pour the glaze on it. But right now, I got to let it cool. And while it's cooling, I want to make the glaze. So I will be back to show you that in a minute. Alright, so we're going to melt this butter. I'm cooking on a bigger eye, so it's like cooking super fast. Super fast. So I have to watch it, because I don't want it to burn. You know what? I need a hold on, guys. I'm gonna get a spoon or something. Hold on. Oops, sorry. So I'm holding the camera. Sorry if I'm all over the place, but I just want to show you guys how I'm melting this butter to put over the cake. Now I'm going to add my sugar in there. Matter of fact, I'm going to, this is the cake. Came out good. Actually, it shrunk because it was puffier than that. Hold on one second. All right, so I took it off the heat for a second while I add the sugar in there. So about I guess a cup. Maybe a little less than a cup. I'll add it in there. I took it off the heat because, like I said, I was cooking on a higher, sorry. So I'm trying to stir it with this brush, which is not doing too good, huh? Okay, it's coming together. Coming together a little bit. I should have got a spoon, but I'm gonna add a little bit of water. That's about a half a cup, maybe. Okay. And I'm just gonna stir it up a little bit until this melts. All right, guys. So I added maybe a half a cup of water. All right, so I added a half a cup of water, so now that's like cooking through. And I also added a maybe a cap full of the vanilla. So what I was going to do, which I'm going to remove this from this fire because it cooks so fast. I'm sorry if my hand is not over there. There we go. I'm going to add maybe a cap full of the rum and let that cook out. Let the alcohol cook out of it. But I'm going to take this off. It is so difficult holding the camera and trying to, show you guys what I'm doing. So difficult. But so far, this is what it looks like. It's a little watery, but I think it's the water. I put like maybe a half a cup or so water in there. Maybe not even. But I'm going to let that, try to cook that out. So hold on, let me just get the... Okay, so I'm going to put this back over the fire. Okay, let it come to a boil, but I'm just going to show you guys what kind of rum I'm going to put in there. Is this Caribbean rum. And I'm not going to put a lot, just a cap full. And let's shake that out. Just a cap full, and I'm going to let it cook for about 2 minutes just to burn that alcohol out. Because really all I want is the flavor of the rum. See, this one, that because this is a big eye, so it cooks so fast. So, hold on, I'm going to pour a cap full of this rum in there. Hold on. Alright, so I poured it in there. I'm just gonna let it cook. I want to move it around because I don't want it to like burn anything. But it's supposed to be like a glaze. I might have to add a little bit more sugar. It looks still watery. I might have to add a little bit more sugar. So hold on, let me do that. It is so difficult. Now I see why you guys have those tripods. And you know what's funny? I have it. I just don't feel like pulling all that stuff out. So I'm just going to put a little bit more sugar in there. Try to thicken up the sauce and stir it around a little bit. I still smell the rum, so I'm gonna let it cook a little bit more. And it's crazy because this eye is on low, and it's just like cooking super fast. And you know, it looks like a lot, but it's really not. So I'm gonna let that, yeah, it's bubbling up nicely. Okay. So actually, it's been cooking for now about 3 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is remove it off this heat. And where I'm putting this spoon is right on the cake because this will be going on the cake anyway. I'm gonna turn that off. Put it back. Just want to stop it. And then I'm going to find me a spoon this time so I can put that sauce on the cake. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I found the spoon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this cake a little bit closer so I won't make a big mess. Put this on this side. Move it closer to the stove. Bring this over the pan. A little bit, pot rather. And I'm just going to drizzle that right over. I'm just showing you guys how to just, you know, spoon it in. I'm going to have to put this phone down. I hate when I'm doing this because I'm missing showing you. But that's the idea. You just spoon it into the cake, into all those little holes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the phone down for 1 second. I'm going to spread half of this over this cake. I know this is horrible. I'm going to get it together with the videos. I am. I'm going to get it together. But I'm just showing you simple, easy ways how to make your favorite recipe. Like, I know everybody is not a baker. I know I'm not. So, sometimes we gotta improvise, you know? Improvise. So that's the idea. You just take it and spoon it over. But I'm gonna do it with 2 hands. So I will be back when I'm halfway done. Okay, so I figured that's enough glaze on it. I have this much left, which is still a lot, but the top gonna have a lot of glaze. I might poke a couple of holes in the top too, but I'm gonna let it sit for a minute because I heard you gotta let the glaze get hard. So I'm gonna let it get hard and take it from there. I'm sorry. It's not hard because it's still hot, so I gotta let it cool. So we're gonna take it from there once it cools. Once it cools, I'm gonna take it from there. So I will be back. I'll leave this on the stove just in case I have to warm it back up, but we'll be back. So guys, this is the finished look. As you see, I already took me a piece out. But the cake came out delicious. Oh my God, it is so delicious. Please try the recipe. Oh my God. As you see, I'm like almost done with my little piece. But please try it. It's nice, it's moist. The glaze sauce came out perfect. The only thing I wish I would have did, being that the cake did shrink once I took it out the oven, I should have used 2 pound cake mix instead of the 1. But as you can see, it is delicious. Came out delicious. So please try the recipe. I did put some glaze on the top, as you can see. Once I transferred it, oh, I'm sorry. Talking with a full mouth. Once I transferred it out of the cake pan to this little dish, well, not dish, but a little cake server, I did glaze the top. I poked small holes at the top as well. Not a lot, just a few. Just to get that glaze down in there. And oh my God, like I said, it is delicious. It's not too sweet, being that I added the water to the butter and sugar. You don't need a lot of water. Actually, you can use less than half the cup that I use, but I just wanted to dilute it a little bit because, you know, I was putting the rum in there, and actually you can't even taste the rum at all since I let it cook out for about 3 minutes. But delicious. Try the recipe. Quick, simple, and easy. Okay, see you in the next video.